Welcome to Chemical Guy's Detail Garage. This week is Halloween week, and to incorporate our detailing spookiness, we have this Subaru behind us, which just came back from Big Sur. As a lot of our detailing enthusiasts also encounter going off-road, your car gets very dirty. And one of the scariest parts about washing your car after it's dirty is installing scratches and swirls. And on black, it's gonna show all those kinds of imperfections. So today, we're gonna show you how to safely remove all that to get the perfect shine. Our first step for our spooky week of detailing on this Subaru is not only just the importance of a car wash, but it's also to get into the theme of Halloween. So we've also set up our black bucket here and our semi-Halloween theming of keeping with yellows and oranges and reds. But now we're gonna move on to the foaming process. But before we do that, we need to set up our 2-bucket method. And this is very important to prevent any of those scratches and swirls being installed on this black paint job. Now, like we'd mentioned before, scratches are going to show very easily on these dark colors, so we're going to try and filter out as much of those abrasive particles using our dirt traps. And these are very easy to use. You should all have one of these in your detailing arsenal. Place them in the buckets at a 45-degree angle and then just push them all the way to the bottom. And that angle is going to help prevent any kind of air getting trapped underneath it. This way we can create a nice seal, and then we'll use our tough mudder, which is designed specifically for your off-road vehicles where you have a lot of that mud or caked on dirt and debris. This is going to help safely remove it by lubricating the surface, encapsulating those abrasive particles that we just gently guide them off for a scratch-free finish. We're going to add a couple ounces to our wash bucket, and now we'll also add some to our foam cannon. And today we'll be using the Big Mouth max release foam cannon because this is going to lay down that biggest fan of foam. This is going to cover any size vehicle with a thick, rich layer of suds. We'll use that same dilution of just a couple of ounces. And obviously the more soap you use, the more foam it will produce. And gently mix the solution together. And now that we're done mixing the solution together, we're ready to produce a scary amount of foam. Normally we'd start off by cleaning the wheels, but follow along with our detailing flowchart of this week where we're going to be doing an in-depth undercarriage as well as a wheel cleaning video. That's going to come up next, but for today we're going to focus on the exterior wash. Also, you'd normally see us rinse the vehicle first, knock off the heavier loose dirt and debris, but we're actually going to foam it, rinse it, and then foam it again before we take our mitt and start scrubbing away that dirt and debris. This will be just an extra precaution so don't install any of those scratches and swirls. And a 3, and a 2, here we go. So now you've just seen that we foamed this vehicle twice. Started off by foaming it once to knock off the heavier debris, letting it rinse off, and then foaming it again to help lubricate our wash mitt. Also, to further help lubricate our wash mitt, we'll activate the suds in our secondary bucket. And now we'll grab our 3-way wash mitt, which as you see, it has one side full of these dreads, which help to encapsulate foam, but also drag abrasive particles off of the surface and safely carry it away for a scratch-free finish, as well as a microfiber scrubbing side to help remove the stubborn areas such as tree sap or maybe some stuck-on bugs, or for something really grimy, you have a scrubbing pad, which helps to, again, remove all that heavy filth and restore a beautiful shine. So we'll grab some of that soap, and then starting at the top and working in linear motions, we'll start gently wiping away that debris, working our way around the entire vehicle. Then we'll start at the highest point and just working our way down in linear motions. Also rolling our wrist as we wipe. This creates a fresh edge, so then marring the surface or potentially scratching it. And by working in linear motions, this prevents the installation of swirls, which are very noticeable. It gives you that spider web effect, but we don't want that on our paintwork. So we want to make sure that we give this the best overall finish, which is why we're just delicately working our way around, extra soft touch with this wash mitt, as well as foaming it twice, which helps to lubricate those abrasive particles, giving us that best overall finish. Now, of course, since this vehicle is fairly dirty, we're going to be coming back to our second bucket fairly often to remove a lot of that dirt that we picked up off of the surface, which is why we have a dirt trap in our secondary bucket. We'll smash the face of the wash mitt against that dirt trap, and that's going to release the embedded grime. And now we'll take it outside of the wash mitt, wring it out on the ground, and that's going to help further prevent the chances of us bringing all that dirt back to the vehicle. It's also going to help to keep this water a little bit cleaner And then we'll just simply grab some more foam and continue the same process, working in layers from the top down to the bottom. This way we're not bringing dirt in areas we've already cleaned, but also the heavier dirt tends to sit on the top side of the surface, which is why we're going to do that first. Come back to our wash bucket, remove all that debris, and then move our way around the vehicle. Our final step for our exterior wash is obviously to dry the vehicle. And to do so, we have this brilliant orange towel which helps to absorb the spent product water droplets without scratching the surface, because it has two different piles, one very soft high pile and then a soft pile, which is great for buffing off any kind of streaks. Just like we did with our wash butt, we'll work in linear motions, picking off any of the water droplets, and then just enhancing and revealing that beautiful black gloss. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, but be sure to stay tuned for our next installment where we're going to tackle the undercarriage and the wheels of this Subaru, because as you can tell from going out to Big Sur, getting very dirty, the undercarriage is going to look awful. So stay tuned. Don't forget to check out all the products you've seen us use today on our website, chemicalguys.com, or your local detail garage. If you guys like today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to drop your comments down below for any future videos or anything you guys may have questions about. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy detailing and happy Halloween.